Hello. So I'm here to update you guys again about my fabulous week and weekend. Um, let's see. So we're gonna just start off with Wednesday, which was day 17. I told you guys that I had an interview with Aldo and Top Shot. No, not Top Shot. I said interview with Aldo, and got to the interview. Well, first of all, I was emailing the manager about like the place and everything, so I figured it was the right place. I looked it up; it was okay. So I get to Soho, and I'm like standing there, and they're all just looking at me. So I like ask a manager or whatever, and they're like, I don't think you have an interview here. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, are you kidding me? And then they're like, yeah, there's like 4 other locations. And I'm like, what the you know? And I was just like, okay, like, it's almost 3 o'clock. Like, my interview's at 3. And like, damn. So I'm like, so which one would it be? And I couldn't remember the woman's name because I was emailing her, but I've been emailing like 5 million other people. So I totally forgot her name. So I was just like, dang, like, what am I gonna do? So I was like, I think her name was Christina. So I was like, okay. So he was just like, yeah, there's nobody here that's here for an interview or anything. So basically, they call or they tell me that there's another place. Because the address was Broadway. And I couldn't remember the other street that intersected it. So I was like, I remember her saying something 6. And he was like, okay, there's 186 in Broadway. So I'm like, yeah, that's probably it. So that was all the way across. Like, that was like 30 minutes away. Taking the train. So I was like, what the fuck? So I take the train, get there, find it. And then they're like, wait, I don't think you're here for an interview. Like, this can't be the place. And I'm like, are you kidding me? It's 3:15 and this isn't the place. So I wasted like an hour just like, you know, going on the freaking train, and it wasn't the right place, which really pissed me off because like I've been waiting for this interview forever, you know? So I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, I have the worst luck with interviews. Like, I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's like really pissing me off, you know? So yeah, I just felt like really bad, and I don't know, I was so angry, like I almost cried, but I was just like, you know what? Forget it, you know? Like it was just wasn't meant to be, you know? So anyways, during the day, like before I got to my interview, I got a missed phone call from some random New York number, and I was like, who is this? Like, no one has my number, you know, except for the people that I've applied to. And my friend Janine was like, maybe it's Top Shop. And I'm like, Top Shop? No, I already saved their number, so I'm sure it's not Top Shop. Anyways, I called back, and they're like, oh, this is Top Shop. And I'm like, oh my god, like, so I can get an interview. So I called them back, and they gave me like a kind of like brief phone interview, and I pretty much was like excited because I just had a shitty ass day with all those things, you know. And then they were like, come in for an interview on Friday. So I was like, okay, cool. But I also had an interview with V Magazine on Friday, which was like 2 o'clock. So it was just like back to back. So I was like, oh my god, what if I'm late? So I was kind of freaking out. Anyways, I was just like, I think I can do this. So I was like, okay, good. So I felt a little bit better, but I still felt shitty because, I mean, I really tried to interview with Aldo forever because, you know, I used to work there. It was just really frustrating because it took them so long to contact me, you know, and it was really annoying. So I just got frustrated, and I just went all the way across town and wasted my time, you know, so I was really pissed off. So I got home. I didn't even really want to talk about it with Corn. I just told him whatever, and I felt, and I don't know, it just felt like so shitty. Like, it was horrible. So anyways, on a better note, so Thursday, I stayed at my internship with Karma Loop, and I had worked on that whole project that I'm not supposed to talk about all day. And I finally finished, but I didn't finish. I left internship at like 7 o'clock at night, and I was there from like 7. And I pretty much, yeah, I was there all day. And then I went to Corn's place, and I finished like really early. I thought it was gonna take forever, but I'm so glad that I talked to one of the graphic designers there, because it really helped me like figure out how to design this thing, because it took forever. Like my head just hurt so bad. So that was a pretty good day. So I finished and I was excited. So Friday was my interview with V Magazine and also Topshop. So I was pretty excited, and like I had a awesome morning. Like I woke up, looked gorgeous, like had perfect outfit. It was beautiful. Like I couldn't ask for a better day. And also Karma Luke was like, you guys don't have to come in on Friday. So I mean, I was like chill, like yay, like I can get to V Magazine hopefully early so that I can make it to Topshop on time. So I get to V Magazine. Well, prior to that, I also have been texting my landlord, because I'm trying to move in to Brooklyn like as soon as possible. So I've been busy with that, and then also busy with trying to get a job, you know, and all this stuff. So my landlord was like, hey, let's meet up and, you know, get your money in and everything. But I was just like, dude, I can't be late. Like, I can't be late to these interviews. So he was like, okay, well, it's our job as your future landlord to make sure you can pay your bills. So do as you wish. And I was like, awesome, man. Like, that's really encouraging. So I got to V Magazine like perfectly on time. I came there like 40 minutes early. So I was just like, okay, well, I'll just chill. So I was just chilling in the front offices. It's really cool. And it just chilled there. And then the woman that I was supposed to interview with was in a meeting, so I just waited for her to get off, and she didn't get out till like 2:30, so it was kind of freaking me out because my interview was at 4 with Topshop, so I was freaking out. So as soon as she walks out, she's like, oh my god, I feel so bad, but I have to tell you, like, we just hired an intern. And I was like, my heart just like dropped. I was like, oh, dang. Like, I was just really disappointed, I guess, because, you know, I really wanted it. And I was just like, damn, really? So that kind of sucked and bummed me the freak out, because I felt like, why couldn't she have emailed me sooner, you know? But at the same time, I could understand, like, she just hired someone that day, so kind of sucks. So I was just like, damn, I mean, what the hell am I going to do now? So I was like, I guess I'm going to leave, you know? But she's like, but I still want to hear your story, and I still want to know about you. And I was like, okay, well, here's my opportunity to sell myself, and maybe if things don't work out with that intern, you know, maybe I can get hired, you know? So I was like, okay, cool. So I sit down and I show her my portfolio, and she really liked it. She was really interested. She was really sweet. She's like, you're so cute, and, you know, I love your stuff. Like, you're so talented, and, you know, being creative director is going to take you a long time to get there. I'm like, I know that. So I know, like, I'm not going to just jump into that position, you know? So I'm going to have to work my way up, and I feel like I will have to do what I have to do. So I mean, I don't care if I have to do dirty work right now. I will do it, you know? So she was like, well, you know, I'll keep you in mind because I still have your application. And what if that intern is really shitty? You don't know what's going to happen. And if she bails out, you know, I still can call you. And I was like, okay, that's good. So she seemed really sweet. And she's like, just keep in contact with me. So I did. I was like, okay, well, I will. So I don't feel like it was a bad thing, but it just was really, I don't know, I really wanted it. So I was just kind of disappointed, but, you know, I hope, like, through, like, her connections, you know, I can still do something, because I told her, like, if she ever needed help with anything, like photo shoots or anything, like, just call me and I'll be there. So yeah, she said she will. And then I went to Topshop. And I was just trying to be positive, because I was like, you know, if I act really shitty, I'm probably not going to feel good, and I'm probably not going to get this job. So I really need it. So I went in the interview, met some really cool people. It was a group interview again, but this group interview was like the best interview I've ever been on because like Top Shot just knows how to have fun. Like it was great. Like I didn't feel pressured to like answer some generic questions like what is customer service and stuff like that. It was just like, hey, we have 3 challenges and this is what's gonna go down. So it was really cool. Had a fun time. And I think they're gonna call me back, but they said they'll call me back this week, so I'm looking forward and I'm staying positive because you always gotta do that. So yeah, that was how that went. And then I just hung out at this really cool pub down the street with Corn and his friends, and it was really cool. I don't know, I had a good time, but at the same time, they weren't my friends, so I felt kind of weird. And then I also started getting homesick because I started thinking about all my friends, and then I'm like, shit, this sucks, you know? So I was trying to think positive, but like, I don't know, I was just feeling a little down because, I don't know, I just started looking out the window. I guess that's my #1 tip. Don't look out the damn window because you'll freaking start thinking about crying or something. So, I don't know, I just felt a little like, I don't know, retarded. So, yeah, I don't know. But I keep saying I don't know, but I do know. So, okay, so anyways, Saturday, I was like, you know, I'm just going to stay home because I've been freaking doing crap everywhere and I just need to chill. So I stayed home all day and I worked on my cousin Noah's organization. He wanted me to do a logo for them and they're actually going to pay me, so that's kind of an extra cash, so I'm going to do that. And I was working on the logo, and then I also cleaned Corn's apartment because, you know, he let me stay there and I thought it would be nice if I could do that because I don't have any cash to give him. So, you know, it was cool and he liked it. So, then I went to see a movie Saturday night. Yeah, it was The Thing, and it was actually pretty cool. I had a good time. I went with, you know, some friends, and like the freaking theater is huge. Like, it's 4 stories. It was cool, and I don't know. I just had a fun time because I felt like, I think watching a movie makes you feel like so normal for some reason. So I felt like I was just back at home with my friends, you know, just watching a movie. And I definitely saw a lot of hot guys on 42nd Street. So, you know, if I look good that day, I'll probably drop by. So finally got to Brooklyn, which is where I'm staying at because I'm freaking in. I moved in. So I'm excited because I have my place now and I can like have my own privacy. It's awesome. But it took me forever to get here because like I couldn't, every time I called a taxi, like they'd be like, oh, it's gonna be 2 hours, but I paid $45, so not bad. But it was $90 at first. I was like, what the no, I'm not paying that, you know? That's the window. It's pretty big. There's my 2 little sad boxes. No mattress. And then here is my closet, and then my door, and I'll walk you guys to the living room. Here's the living room. It's really big, and then here's the kitchen. So it's pretty cool. There's an extra closet for me so I can put on my clothes, and there's the bathroom. So I don't know, I just think that lesson learned for this week is no matter how many times you get rejected, to always get up, you know, and not let that intimidate you or pull you down, and just keep going. Because honestly, I just felt so shitty this week. It was so much rejection, or maybe I was just putting so much pressure on myself, but I just felt like I couldn't do it, or I was just thinking so negatively, and I'm not like that, or maybe I am, but I'm a lot more positive, you know. And I just think that being in the city, I expected a lot of, like, I guess, instant gratification, you know. I wanted something like quick, and I expected to see results, you know. Honestly, I love it here. I don't ever want to change this experience, and I hope you guys, you know, enjoy your day and just chill out.